Welcome back. We're back. We've got fan favorites Michael Farrell versus Andy Falk. Holy shit.
Holy smokes.
No, holy shit. Something's going on with these mics.
Test, test, test. I'm live. Are you live?
Oh, I'm live. I'm just...
I can hear you.
I believe I'm in and out. Like the burger.
Alright. 4-color Kiki Chord. Lots of interesting card choices in this Kiki Chord deck.
Oh, yeah? Just like interesting in general, or like interesting as in you've seen this list?
I've watched him play this before, and I was like, oh, I never considered putting that card into a list like this.
Okay.
Like, it looks a lot like Bant.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, it's very, very unique.
Bant plus this 3-red creature. How's this for a hand? We get some acceleration, we get a Kasali Pride Mage, and we get a Kiki.
Okay, the birds was the white border card. I was also quite confused about that.
That's a Ma and Pa right there.
Yeah, PPTQ Noir.
Depending on how he sequence these lands. I wish he was cycling lands. We may be able to get a turn 3 Ma and Pa into a turn 4 Kiki. Which doesn't seem that impressive. But
well, no, I mean it's value.
Is it value?
Yeah, so you just get to copy the P and Kieran, sacrifice the token to the legend rule, but you still get the comes into play trigger of the Thopters.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Kiki doesn't say non-legendary creature?
Oh, does it say non-legendary?
Oh, I'm asking you. Oh man, the birdie beats.
I don't
believe it says non-legendary. Turn to Bob from Farrell is a very strong one as well.
Non-legendary creature, you were right. That's a subtlety I did not know about that card.
Andy Falk praying to the gods' variance.
Yeah.
Botanical Sanctum. I believe we're gonna see Ma and Pa here.
Yeah, they're pretty good at filling up the board.
So many Thopters. Get a free card off Bob.
No cost, all greatness.
Maximum greatness. Definitely a cost on sacking that Verdant Catacombs, though.
One thing I love about having Michael Farrell on camera is he is interested in finishing games.
Oh, yeah. Lingering Souls. So, Michael Farrell doesn't know this, but I think that's game.
Oh?
Yes. So, we have the land. We can play Kiki, and we also have a Chord of Calling. So we can then tap all of the remaining creatures to Chord for a Restoration Angel and win.
So, Chording for Restoration Angel costs 7?
Oh, does it cost 7?
Well, it's green,
Oh,
and then
sure.
X has to be converted to
X has to be 4.
4.
So we could do it for
1. And I don't think...
No, we could do it for 2. Yeah.
Well, I don't think you actually have 3 green creatures.
You could technically copy the Kasali Pride Mage to get 2, but yeah.
Right. Well, no, so you need the bird and the lands to pay for Kiki.
Right.
And then you don't have 3 green creatures untapped at that point to pay the green on.
Correct.
So what he wants to do is he wants to actually do this backwards. He wants the Chord of Calling at the end of Farrell's next turn, and then untap and play the Kiki Jiki.
Yeah, it lets him chump with these Thopters.
Yes. So Farrell's only outs at that point are Path to Exile and a Revolting Fatal Push are the only cards that beat you there. And depending on what he's been pretty committed to doing some aggressive lines here, so I don't think you're going to have to really worry too much about that. I mean, why not give him the chance to mess up? You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like if you can play it soft here that you don't have to like really commit, and then Farrell might just give you the window back. Like if he taps out, you just go Chord, then untap and Kiki Jiki and just get him.
Get him.
There's no reason for him not to, not knowing any of the cards in your hand.
Oh, sure. And he's got a Lingering Souls in the yard, so even if he just has a bunch of 2-drops, the temptation has got to be there to just play a 2-drop and then flashback this Lingering Souls.
Sure. Yeah, with the 4 mana he might have available.
Especially if Andy shows that he's willing to trade off these Thopters.
Alright. So Andy figures
Still
out...
no damage from the Bob.
Andy figures out that he can attack with exactly 1 token. 3...
Interesting that he chose the Flashback Souls pre-combat there.
Yeah. So if I'm Andy, I still run this out. So he can't... Alright, he's chosen 3 as the number.
Interesting. So, I mean, it could just be a Deceiver Exarch here, which is fine,
To
but...
tap down a land?
Yeah, but he's got 2 white sources.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a card that's going to let him...
We're just going to do the Witness thing. Okay. So we're filling up the board. Not willing to commit the combo into potential removal.
Yeah, so... I don't know that really... He didn't gain him a ton there.
Well, it gives him a body. So it's the right play if you're not willing to commit to the combo right now, and that's fine. It's better if Kiki Jiki is still in your deck, because you can Chord now for Kiki Jiki and just pass priority. And if he tries to kill something, you can get back Chord again with Eternal Witness and get with a copy of Eternal Witness, and then
get a Restoration Angel.
Right.
Target the Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness puts Kiki Jiki back in your hand, and then you get the cast again.
Or you just Restoration Angel the Kiki Jiki in response to the removal spell.
Yeah, so if he amasses enough creatures here, he can set that up on his own. Like play the Kiki Jiki. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he does have the Restoration Angel possible here to get out of the way of a removal spell.
Just a matter of what he wants to do. I believe he can afford to... is there anything else on top of those Thopters at the top of the screen?
No, it's just 2 Thopters up there.
Awkward.
No, you can't target that. You gotta let him know that he can't target that.
So going for the third on PN Kieran.
Well, we established earlier that he can't target that.
Yeah.
I guess they're just gonna play it wrong. Right, here's Chord for 3. Oh, to get a Exarch. Okay, there's the line.
Yeah. So he could have targeted really anything there, I guess.
Right, Solid Pride Mage. Alright. So that's how that deck works. You set up these kind of Chord of Calling weird spots where you've got to, back to the wall and you put the man to a decision.
Oh yeah.
And I think unless you're dying, unless like it's actually like you're dead if you don't do something, you don't do anything.
Right, you just let it go. I mean, especially in that case. So he couldn't have actually targeted the PN Kieran Nalar. So he had to target something else. And targeting Witness doesn't do much because you just have lands in the yard. Targeting Kasali Pride Mage is pretty much irrelevant. Like, it's just another body there.
Right.
So it's non-artifact creature and not non-legendary creature, apparently.
What? No, Kiki Jiki says non-legendary creature.
Thought it did, but
yeah, you had to. So you have to remember the context this card was made in. It was made in Champions of Kamigawa.
Yeah, it's definitely target non-legendary creature.
Everything was a legend in that set. Like, there were uncommon legends just running around. The brothers Yamazaki.
The brothers Yamazaki were definitely running around. Yeah, I don't... Like I said, I don't think there's any value in actually killing or making a copy of anything other than the PN Kieran, so... Definitely mattered there.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Oh well.
Oh well. So we're gonna have Farrell on the play. Do you keep the discard in against this deck?
Oh yeah, for sure. Disrupting their game plan is really important, and there's some percentage of hands that they're going to have because of the toolbox nature of the deck that are just not good. So if you can strip away the few cards that give them that consistency, you can potentially take a whole game off of a couple discard spells.
Alright.
Alright, so Andy's hand is the relevant thing here.
Oh, I see there's a
Dotsy's
Reflector
nice.
Mage in there, two Restoration Angels, a bird, and a Scavenging Ooze.
If you have the Fatal Push, I like taking the Reflector Mage. If not, you probably take the birds here. Scavenging Ooze is the choice.
All right.
You definitely don't want to get into a position where he's Restoration Angeling these Reflector Mages.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be very bad for you, given the nature of your deck is still a beatdown deck.
Right. Yeah, I think you have to identify yourself as...
Wow, aggressive bird placement.
Yes. Well over the half court line.
Scoos of his own.
Scavenger is such a fantastic card.
Really is. It's a very good one. And now Scoos goes back to hand. And this is where things are going to get awkward if you can't deal with this Reflector Mage. Buys him a turn. Is that an Avalanche Riders?
Man. Talk about a card that is sweet to Restoration Angel.
Yes, sir.
So that card has haste and echo.
Mm-hmm.
And some great art.
Yeah, some wonderful Edward P. Beard Jr. art.
So Inquisition looks at 3 4-drop. I don't think Farrell's lands are going to survive very long here.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This is going to make a Fulminator Mage look like a dandy lad.
A dandy lad. Wow. Fulminator Mage comes down a turn earlier. It lets you control when you blow up the land, so it's probably better, but not in this case. So now Andy has an interesting choice here. He can blow up the land, noting that Mike missed his 4th land drop, or he can take care of the Bob. I agree with this decision, taking the Bob out, just because he already missed the 4th land drop, and the Bob helps him hit land drops, which is what you want to avoid. Plus, this configuration means that he can pressure the Liliana.
Sure. And Farrell still misses the land drop, so that's good news for Andy.
So now we can just attack the Lily for 1. You don't want to get in there with the Reflector Mage, because he can just block with the ooze and then pump it by exiling your own ooze or birds. I think blowing up a land here is a big deal.
Concur. Are they all green-black lands, or does he have a white source anywhere?
One of those is a Godless Shrine.
Okay, I would start there.
I agree.
So I think you have to attack first so that the revolt on Fatal Push isn't relevant. Because if you see here, if you get the Godless Shrine, then Fatal Push is now a live card against this Reflector Mage. Or I'm sorry, Restoration Angel.
Yeah, that's reasonable, but at the same time, you were gonna hit a tap land anyway.
Right.
So he could just like block and trade and still kill it. And here's the Bob.
Well, no, because you're only attacking with the Restoration Angel, and so if he had the Fatal Push there, I think it was worthwhile to protect the Liliana.
Oh no, it's definitely worthwhile to protect the Liliana.
So we can either pay mana here, or he lets it die.
Well, he wants a way to deal with this Bob, and that's heads up. Oh, we're just going for the win. Drew the Eldritch Evolution.
Oh, there it is. So the Eldritch Evolution wins him the game there.
There you go.
Man, that deck comes out of nowhere. You literally have to be on your guard 100% of the time.
Yeah, knowing that Eldritch Evolution is looming, knowing that Chord of Calling could go off at any time. Obviously, that one requires a little bit more of a board state, but
right.
Very interesting. So there you have it. The Kiki Chord deck emerges victorious against the Abzan deck.
Yeah, that one was a little faster than our last round.
Concur by about half an hour. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this time, but I know what you're going to do with all this time. You're going to stay glued to those screens and watch some sweet replays.
Yeah, man, check out the best of the past. I think we have some Friday replays mixed in. And I want to shout out to our other team on Friday. I think they're doing a bang job with
banging and banging.
Their modern commentary.
Very good for them.
All right. We will catch you back with more live action here in about 30 minutes. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching Top Deck Productions, your home for live weeknight Magic the Gathering. We'll be back with more live Magic shortly, so stay tuned. Don't forget to follow us here on Twitch to be notified of when we go live. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe as well. You can also check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/TalkTechProductions, on Twitter at twitter.com/TalkTechProds, and YouTube at youtube.com/TalkTechProductionsStream.